and welcome to the White Cliffs Trail System in Kingman, Arizona. Today we're tackling a trail called Skyline, so this should be fun.
Everything means different here. Green's the same, intermediate, but the red and the black are opposite.
Yeah, so the reds here are actually double black diamonds and not for the faint of heart. And the black diamonds are actually red trails, or an equivalent of red trails. So to get to Skyline, we've got to start winding ourselves up the side of the hill, where we should get some great views of Kingman, Arizona. Normally we're accustomed to riding mud, slop, tree roots and dirt. So this is slightly different.
Put your seat down.
Yeah, riding over boulders that are the size of melons with your seat up, I wouldn't recommend. And there's that cool view I promised. There's Kingman, Arizona.
That's cool.
But we're definitely not at the top of the hill yet, so let's continue. The higher you get, the more rock features you're going to come across. Now some of these rocks do look very, very off camber, but believe me, there is more grip than anything I've ever ridden before. The trail builders have done so well using every little bit of terrain, including adding little jumps like this. And all the trails are exceptionally well marked with little posts around the trails, probably every couple of 100 metres. This type of riding really does give you a good sense of achievement. Getting over every little rock and boulder and trying to clear sections feels amazing. The White Cliff Trail System not only allows hikers and bikers a thrilling and scenic venture into desert valleys, hillsides and the top of mesas, but provides a link from downtown Kingman to uptown Kingman. It's about 240 acres. And it's been created not only by volunteers, but also support and funding from Colorado River Area Trails Alliance and Arizona State Parks and Trails. Great job, guys. At the moment, there are about 15 trails that have all been built and all ready to go. These vary from green trails right the way up to double black diamond, but today we're tackling a black diamond called Skyline. As soon as you get to Skyline, you're hit with this little offshoot, which is a double black diamond. You remember that saying, look before you leap? This was definitely one of those situations. We opted not to do this run this time because we've got a whole month ahead of us and we just don't want to risk any injury. It starts off with a lot of up and down and undulation and a few steep little rollers that you can session.
Maybe we should have wore our knee pads.
Yeah, that was definitely a pretty silly decision on our behalf, not bringing the knee pads on these spiky rocks. So we're going to session a few things, and now is the time to start to have a little bit more fun. This place is freaking amazing. This definitely was one of the more fun bits on Skyline, but there's a few sinister little twists and turns here. The views are amazing, but never forget you're actually on the side of a cliff. It is completely non-stop and relentless. As soon as you're down a bit, you're up the next bit. When there's plenty of grip, especially up these rollers, this rock is like a volcanic rock and it just grabs the tyres, so you got no issues with slipping out whatsoever.
I'm not going down there. So we're currently on a trail called Skyline, the White Cliffs Trail System in Kingman, Arizona. You've got these little white markers which indicate the way to go. So I did this, imagine this, and I'm picking up a bit of speed. And I've got this one just in the corner of my eye. I noticed this one and turned. Otherwise, I would have carried on. Woo! Almost died.
And I'm not really exaggerating because we didn't know the trail, so we're not looking ahead, we're actually looking what's directly in front of us. We're looking at our front tyre. So if I didn't catch that white mark just in the corner of my eye, could have ended bad. So let's continue. So we are actually used to riding through forests and having our views obstructed by lots and lots and lots of trees. Not the case out here. There are no trees, a few spiky bushes and a few cactus. So it's open and the views are breathtaking from the top. But it wasn't until I saw this video back and I'm editing that I realised we're actually on the edge of a cliff for quite a long period of time. But again, you're looking directly at the trail, so you're not paying attention too much at what's on your left hand side. I've got to say, you really do have to rewrite the way that you ride a bike. We've never experienced anything like this, and it's a lot more energy needed to pump and just focus on the trail. So let's head down off the side of the mesa, let's get rid of the skyline, and let's head back towards the trailhead. We're met by Batman. Not sure why this is here, but it's a great little feature. So we're hitting a section now called Lower Loop, which then adds to the Wagon Wheels Trail and the Upper Trail bypass. This was an exceptionally fun, very flowy section. Oh, I totally would have made that if it wasn't for Beck being in my way. Honest. Today has definitely been an eye-opener of what's to come for the next month. We've got lots of rides coming out and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with you guys. We've had a fantastic day on our first epic ride. Lots more to come, guys, so please stay tuned, subscribe, like, do the usual thing, and we'll see you next time.